Last topic of the week, Kev. It's our favorite one. It's always AI, man. It's always something with AI, right? Fuck.
Gotta love it so
Fuck.
much.
Yeah, so much for 3 minutes on this video. Okay, Variety is reporting, Kev, that Amazon is backing an AI-generated streaming service. It describes itself as the Netflix of AI. Lets users type prompts to generate scenes or full episodes. You can create content from scratch or build on existing IPs, and Disney and other studios are in talks to license the IPs. This is from Culture Crave. I got the article pulled up as well. Amazon's Alexa fund invests in quotations, Netflix of AI startup Fable, which launches Showrunner, a tool for user-directed TV shows. Edward Sachi is the CEO of Fable, and these comments are just disgusting. He says using AI purely as a VFX tool is a little sad. And then this is an exact quote: "The Toy Story of AI isn't just going to be a cheap Toy Story. Our idea is that Toy Story of AI would be playable with millions of new scenes, all owned by Disney." Sachi said Fables and talks to partnership with Disney, among other Hollywood studios. So essentially, Amazon's Alexa fund has backed this San Francisco-based startup, this AI-generated TV show service. Kev, what are your thoughts on? What are your fucking thoughts on this? Mine are gonna be bad.
I think the good news here, James, is no matter what side of this you're on, you're getting bent over and screwed. So not only will this potentially have a negative impact on a lot of people who currently work in this industry, as more and more people turn to using these types of tools to replace humans, but also a fun little move by Disney to say, oh, on top of that, if you do manage to write a halfway decent idea that you can somehow turn this shitty little AI puppet into making a halfway decent story, well, guess what? We own your idea now too. So, honestly, to some extent, that'll be just instant karma for anybody who chooses to use it. Go ahead, have fun, and if your idea is any good, it'll be stolen from you. So that punishment fits the crime on that one, I think, James. But this is a real bummer. I can see on like a surface level, if I didn't know what we all know about what AI is doing to the industry, like I could hear how somebody would like this concept. Like, certainly there was a time, honestly, for me, probably if you had asked me 15 years ago, I would have been ecstatic about something like this back when I was doing a bunch of short films and was having a terrible time finding actors to actually show up on the day they said they'd show up, and just dealing with all the different challenges that come with trying to put a collaborative piece of art like that together. Sure, it'd be very tempting to say, wouldn't it be great if I could just, as the writer, just write my scenes out and then somebody else could bring them into the visual. But that, again, you're just kind of robbing this whole craft of its very soul by just having AI do it. And
that's
then
exactly how I feel.
Everyone will just be replaceable. Like, what's the perk to this? It's so that people who aren't creative, you're not going to make a good AI show. Let me be the one to tell you, if you can't write a good show that other humans would then be able to produce and make money out of, guess what? It's not going to be good when an AI does it for you either. It's going to be shit. It's going to be just half baked as all hell. So yeah, I don't see how this is a good idea. This feels a lot like when those brainiacs at Microsoft were like, let's lay off our whole staff and convert to AI. And then what was it? 2 weeks later, they're hiring as many of those people back as they can. I really think there's been a severe overestimation as to what AI can actually do. And I think there's a lot of snake oil going on around this industry. There's a lot of people who are very easily fooled, who are falling into some of this stuff. And I can't for the life of me seeing Amazon and Disney getting worked. So this tells me maybe that this is a possibility. But how many years out is something like this? There's no way the
I
AI that
think
we've been
it's.
seeing could make
Let's
this
see.
now, could it? Is oof. That's scary.
Let's see. When's it launching? Whoa,
Oh,
wrong.
great. They already have a date for it. That's good. Man.
Damn ads. I was trying to do a control find and I popped a whole ad up. Good Lord.
You know what? The first thing they should do, Amazon, have an
Notes-
AI redo your whole War of the Worlds movie, I hear. Review coming soon.
Yeah, the tagline's fantastic. What's the tagline?
What is it? It's worse than you think.
Oh, so yeah, it's worse than you think. And woof. For everything I've heard, it can't be worse. It is worse than you
But
think.
the tagline that is fitting as
Yeah.
that also works as a review for the movie.
Right. So this AI generated TV show service, his company is launching publicly this week.
Well, that just means that
Yeah, it's
people
not.
can invest in it, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that they're.
Let's see. Fable is launching showrunner to let users tinker with animation-focused generative AI system.
Oh, and you can
Following
go beta test it too.
several
Go
months
work
of
for
closed
free.
alpha testing.
There you go.
You have to
Love
sign
that.
into a Discord group chat platform. It's initially free, but then of course it's gonna charge creators $10 to $20 per month for credits to allow them to create hundreds of TV scenes.
Oh, you get to pay for it too?
Yeah, viewing content will be free. Anyone can share AI video on YouTube or other third-party platforms. Disgusting. So they're focusing on animation because it's where did I see this at? Where did I see?
I can't wait. Can't wait to use this.
Oh boy, last year the company published a research paper on how it built the show one model. As part of that, it released 9 AI generated episodes based on South Park. Woof. The episodes made without the permission of the South Park creators received more than 80 million views. Whoa, that
certainly
seems
not a
fucking
slippery slope.
dangerous. He says he was in touch with the South Park team, which reassured the IP wasn't being deployed commercially. I have a bad that's a dangerous game. I would not be AI creating a show that is made by 2 people weekly and just signed a $12 billion deal. Don't think I'd be fucking with that property without.
Yeah, dude, look at how they just torch their own bosses. You really want to mess with those guys?
Yeah. Woof. The lawsuit is Jesus.
Well, if they were smart and capable of creative solutions, they wouldn't be building an entire AI to write stories for them, I would think.
Here we go. Out the gate, showrunners focus on animated content because it requires much less processing power than realistic looking live action video scenes. He wants to stay out of the knife fight in quotations against big AI companies. Let's see. He said,
"Hey,
right.
A
So
knife
yeah,
fight.
I'm not Google. It's okay. Today, AI can't sustain a story beyond one episode. This is a quote. What AI is strongest at is deeply episodic shows with characters largely resetting every episode. Sitcoms, police procedurals, space explorations. What else do I got here?
So the stuff that's already the easiest for humans. Okay, so in case you need an even shittier police procedural, because the 6 that run concurrently, or sorry, the 6 that run in
CSI,
a row,
LA, New
on
York,
fucking
San Francisco, San Diego.
CBS, yeah. In case you need a third NCIS to fall asleep to. Now, to be fair, I doubt my grandparents would know the difference. All right, if you just trotted out some AI slop, as long as you put that Horatio guy in it from CSI Miami, they won't know the difference.
Yeah. Their head of technology said it's been incredibly exciting to see how showrunner ignites creativity in people. Yeah. Just
that's literally the opposite.
Exactly it. Fucking disgusting. Their public launch features 2 original shows, story worlds where character users can steer into various narrative arcs. The first is Exit Valley, described as great. Here you just rip off right out the gate. Described as a Family Guy style TV comedy set in San Francisco, satirizing the AI tech leader Sam Altman, Elon Musk, etc. So great. Like, so you're just ripping Family Guy off right out the gates. Nice.
I
Like,
love
just
when they say there are 2 original ideas, and the first one they say
Family
is
Guy.
Family Guy spinoff. Oh,
Yeah.
so original.
Yeah. The other is Everything is Fine, in which a husband and wife going to IKEA have a huge fight, whereupon they're transported to a world where they're separated and have to find each other. I've said this. My thoughts on
Adam Sandler
AI
passed
are,
on that, huh? Okay.
yeah, my thoughts on AI are very well known, and my worry that we're just pushing ourselves to a soulless society. This is what it is. Like, this is it, right? Like, we've talked about how it's going to take jobs from creators, and it has, and people keep getting caught and getting in trouble, and they keep doing it. And here all of a sudden we're getting a fucking Netflix style streaming service where you just use AI to create fucking soulless shit with 6-fingered ripoffs of Family Guy characters, and you just live in your own bubble. You sit on your couch and you never fucking leave. You never talk to anybody, and you just talk to AI all the time, right? Like, you just make the stuff. You never the water cooler moments of Game of Thrones Sundays are gone. The moments of, have you seen this movie, and those shared collective moments are gone, and you'll have a robot that brings you fucking popcorn and you pee in a bucket and it takes it away, and that's going to be our lives. Like, it's fucking pathetic and embarrassing.
Yeah, it might be a Gatorade bottle for some, so I've heard, but yeah, this is the worst, some of the worst news, and we're going to have an example here that in the next part of this segment that is going to really illustrate this well. But as it pertains to the jobs that it's going to cost people, yeah, when you think of some of the most overworked and underappreciated talent in whether it be the movie, TV, or game industry, like, it has to be, the animators, stuff like that. Like, these are people that are already subjected to hardcore work conditions with unreasonable crunch and working incredibly long hours and underpaid, and that's only going to get worse because now the suits eventually will also just have the option to say, well, if you don't like it, we'll replace you with an AI. So now you're going to have people that are already constantly getting taken advantage of, just being first of all, a lot of them will just be forced out. A lot of them are going to have to go find jobs elsewhere. And it probably be even more difficult than it already is to start up your own thing and just do it as a passion project. So you're going to see a lot of people who are talented enough and, for lack of a better term, deserve to have that as a career replaced. So what? So that some rich people can just have fewer people to pay. Like that, it's just absurd. And Disney had better be careful, because as shit as this content is going to be, it's still going to make half the shit that they actually greenlight look like ass. How embarrassed is Disney going to be when some fucking 12-year-old with too much free time makes a version of makes a Star Wars prequel that's actually worth a damn. Wait. So there are some folks in our chat that, if they were more AI inclined, you know what I mean? Like, give Anthony a run at this thing, and give him 2 months, and I bet he puts together a show that's better than even half the Star Wars animated stuff, which normally, like, that's the good half. That's the good side. So I don't know, man. A bold strategy from 2 companies who, for the most part, make dog shit original content.
I like to think that the majority of society feels like us. If you scroll through these comments, it's fucking nasty. There isn't anything good. And your only hope, right, is that nobody supports it. Like, that's how it fails. You don't support it. I will be nowhere near this stuff. I will not touch it. I won't be any part. And the only way it can fail is if you don't fucking support it. So don't. If you don't believe in AI, if you believe in creators and paying people to do this, and you believe in not living in a soulless society, you won't fucking use it.
That's
it. And speaking of Disney, Kev, like we've got like our next topic, which bleed right into it, like because they're fucking not off the hook. Disney had planned to use AI deepfake technology to put Dwayne Johnson's face on a body double for the live action Moana remake. Reports the Wall Street Journal that it was approved and it just never went ahead due to data and copyright concerns. I mean, look at the fucking first comment. It's from the fucking one of the Mummy movies.
Yeah, as if, because it worked so well the first time. But I mean, not only is this disgusting because it's more of the same old bullshit that we don't like, but so obviously Disney can catch as many I was going to say strays. They aren't strays. They'll be aimed. Disney can catch all the heat that they want, but do not forget how shitty Dwayne Johnson is, not only as an actor, as far as just not being good at the job or being petty. And everybody knows at this point about those fast movie contracts between him and Statham and Vin Diesel. But the idea that this jabroni would want to do something like that, like, I mean, again, I'm not surprised. We're talking about a guy who has cost some productions upwards of $100 to $150 million because he can't be bothered to show up for work on time. Even though he's got a gym in his house and he's got assistants. He talked about, James was joking about people peeing in buckets. This millionaire is doing that already. This dude's pissing in water bottles and having his lackeys throw it away, yet he still can't get to the office on time, shows up for shoots 8 hours late. There are multiple other actors that can't stand this man. There has been well-documented heat between him and co-stars, people that won't work with him again. As I've said, he's almost tanked entire movie productions because he costs everyone so much money because of how expensive he is. And then newsflash, when you're not there to shoot, everybody else, all the other highly paid talent, just sitting around sitting on their hands. And so, of course, his natural inclination was not, well, let me just be a professional. I built my whole facade. This whole veneer is about me being the hardest working person in the industry. And I'm totally not on a bunch of HGH and, PEDs and all that shit. Totally natural, built this way at 60. I'm not going to be a professional like I claim to be. No. If you guys are tired of me being late, send in my stunt double and we'll fucking Tarkin my face over it. I mean, and again, does Disney ever learn? Like, how much money do they need to lose? Like, how many failures do they need to come across before they learn a fucking lesson, dude? Crazy. Absolute crazy. The most deserved downfall of all time, when it inevitably happens, because you can only collect so many IPs that other people made good and ruin them before nobody wants to see your shit anyway. How much longer the next generation, are they going to care about those animated classics? Right now, you got people hooked in because the parents of children have nostalgia for the shit you were good at 30 years ago. You haven't been good at anything in a long time. How long before this is just a dead dinosaur in the world of entertainment?
Like, they start doing AI, it's going to be immediate. It's going to be quick. The title of this Wall Street Journal article, and it's behind a paywall, so I can't get to it. I might pay for it and read it tomorrow. But the title of it is it still Disney magic if it's AI?
Well, it ain't been Disney magic in a long time.
Yeah.
But no, also no.
But it's true. I'll just show the picture. Like, no, this is just fucking disgusting. Like, whatever that fucking thing on the right is not fucking magic.
What in the Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah.
I can't believe they thought this was a good idea for one. Either party, right? Like, I can't believe either party thought it was a good idea. And I almost kind of wish it would have happened, because that movie would have fucking tanked. Like,
Yeah,
they'd have done that. It's not the live action. It's not out yet, right? I don't think so.
that might have been the nail in the Rock's coffin because of all
He's
the things I
struggling.
just previously mentioned. The world that he got famous in, the WWE, the fans don't want anything to do with him there. He has all but ruined that for people. Was a part of a storyline that essentially ruined their biggest business night of the year. You know, The Rock's out here ruining WrestleMania. He's ruining movies. His movies aren't selling. At a certain point, the grift will be up. I mean, he lost how many millions of Instagram followers when he said he had In-N-Out Burger for the first time, for the third time, and he didn't even bother deleting the old post. Like, the evidence was still right there. That, dude, not only are you doing paid ads, but you're just blatantly lying to your followers. Like, what an idiot, just to be honest. Like, that's just what happens when you
Incredible. He
get
built up.
too big for your
Yeah.
own britches and you have nothing but yes men around you. Because the fact that there's not one person
Yeah.
that can look him in the eye and be like, dude, you are on such a
fuck up.
losing streak. It's incredible. Pull your head out of your ass. Like, that's crazy. He even
Remember when he was
as
going to
shitty
save
as
the
he is,
DCEU? Black Adam was going to save the DCE.
and then tried to force. It's been all but
Yep.
acknowledged at this point that he was the one trying to force
Yes.
Henry Cavill into the DCGU. All right, trademark.
Yeah, that whole mess that James Gunn has apologized for. It had nothing to do with, but it was around when he was getting announced. A bad deal. And his streak of movies has been bad. Unrelated to him today, though, I saw a quote on Twitter today, and I thought this was great, of one Liam Neeson. It's completely unrelated, but I think it just proves a point here. Liam Neeson will not work with actors that don't show up on set on time. He says, and his quote is, it's so disrespectful to the hundreds of cast, crew, producer, director, etc. that are waiting for you. He's like, I can't fucking stay. He's like, he didn't say I can't fucking stand him. He's like, I won't work with them. Completely unrelated. I just saw that quote today from him.
Especially when, unless you're
Liam
working
Neeson.
with a Spielberg or, you know, one of those big name directors, you are without a doubt one of the 5 highest paid people on that set, generally speaking, right? Like, there's because let's be honest, the bit part, the character actors, they don't have the luxury of showing up late for work. So the only kind of actors that would show up late for work are the expensive ones, the very ones that should be held to to the highest of standards. And so, you know what? Not surprised. Liam Neeson does it again. You know, he's the
man. He's
the hero we deserve, just not the one we get for every feature film.
Yep.
Something like that. Something that Jim Gordon would say. You get it. You get it.
He's fucking the best. Anyway, AI fucking sucks. Don't support it. Don't go to the Netflix of AI. Don't go watch the deepfake Moana. If it would, I wish it would have came out just so it could have been the nail in the fucking coffin of all this.
He's due. One more.
Not just him. Everyone, like AI in general. Fuck that slop. Fuck AI slop. Period. Which it'll probably just change. Like, someday it's just going to change that and change out the fuck and say I love it. So keep supporting shit, people.
I can't wait.
Do not support them. Any final words, Kev?
I just look forward to AI James and AI Kev, who come out just pro all AI stuff. That'll
we have
be
14 fingers and
we have a lot of hair.
Yeah. You ever see us with hair? We did not get the Julian Edelman surgery. We did not. We did not. Fuck AI. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Weekly Dweeb. Till next week.